Hello Spooklets, and welcome back to the channel, and if this is the first time you are seeing this face, welcome to the channel!
Subscribe for spooky shit!
Seriously, you are new, you are sat there and you are new. You are new, I have not seen this face before. And yours in the back there. Subscribe. Every Monday night, 7 PM UK time, we have paranormal investigations where we go delve into the most spookiest buildings and get a little bit scared sometimes. I'm not easily scared, but every now and then there's an investigation that gets to me. And every Thursday there is a video. Alright, there's a video. It's either a chat like this, an extra investigation, it's a proper pick and mix. But today is all about haunted dolls. We're going to go shopping on eBay for a haunted doll. Do I believe in haunted objects? Yes, I do. Do I believe that there are a lot of scammers online that sell things that they are passing off as haunted dolls? Yes, I do. But that's because I have no faith in humanity. So yeah, we're going to look at haunted dolls today and we're going to see what there is on offer. If you hear that there's a floorboard, it is not my arse. So the first one that we're picking up is this lovely Sarah. So she is a positive haunted doll. She is £25.13 plus £2.94 package. Let's have a look at Sarah. There's only one photo of her, that's fine. She looks rather sad with her head to the side there. I love her dress. She's got a lovely dress on. Let's have a look at Sarah's... positive haunted doll. There's no backstory. Normally there's a backstory. Condition used. What do you use her for? Or is it because she's haunted? But that she's occupied. Is that what it means? Well, that wasn't a very good start, was it? Honestly, I have looked at haunted dolls on eBay and what's the other one that I've looked on? Etsy as well. And they normally have a backstory, so that wasn't a very good start, was it? So we've got Sam. He looks like a handmade doll and he's positive energy. He's £30 plus £3.45 postage and packaging. Let's see if there's a backstory for you. Oh, there seems to be. Quote from previous owners, history of item. Okay, Sam, with his calloused hands and sun-kissed skin, was a creature of the coast. Born and raised in a ramshackle seaside town, the smell of salt and the rhythm of the waves were his lullabies. Unlike the other young men who dreamt of escaping the sleepy town and its predictable ways, Sam found solace in the wind embrace of the ocean. For eBay purposes, this is for entertainment purposes. So that's something else that I've noticed. Floorboard. That's something else I've noticed that they say for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if they have to put that. I'm not sure. Or is it literally for entertainment purposes? Why would you buy a doll for that much if it is for entertainment purposes only? I don't understand. So it says quote from previous owners. It says a history of the item, yes. But it says, quote, and I quote from the previous owners. There is no quote from the previous owners. It's just got a description of the doll and what the person, what Sam loved. How did they know he loved this? How? Moving on. So we've got sweet positive haunted doll, Brielle? We're just going to call her that because I think that's not how you probably pronounce her name, but it is now. So £30. £2.94 postage. Let's see, let's look at you. You are sweet. You are sweet and you look positive. Let's have a look at the description. Positive doll, Brielle. Brielle was 4 years old when she had passed from smallpox. She was born in France. She loves toys and teddies. So a 4-year-old died from smallpox that owned this doll. Maybe she loved this doll. This is the thing with haunted... Stop it, floorboard! This is the thing with haunted objects, right? They are like... Say like a child has a favourite doll. Say Brielle, right? So Brielle at the age of 4, as you can imagine, would have this favourite toy. And this toy was with her constantly. The thing is, you could pick something up from a charity shop that might be haunted, right? But the person that previously owned it didn't die. They haven't died. It's just energy gets stuck to this object. And I did read somewhere, me, Lisa and Ange did a video on haunted objects, and we read that, say like a chair apparently is quite a common haunted item. And when we read on, it was like, actually I quite believe that, because people have a favourite chair. They have a favourite chair where they sit and a lot of energy would have been left on that chair. So when you buy, say, a doll that a child loved, the child might not have died, but because they had this doll, maybe took it everywhere, slept with it, took it on holiday, took it on days out, literally had it with them all the time, they're going to leave some energy on there. Does that make sense? But apparently, yeah, Brielle was 4 years old when she passed from smallpox. Maybe she loved this doll and maybe she died with the doll? Oh, this could be a complete scam. I ain't got a clue. Okay, so I saw this doll. So she doesn't, oh, Felicity. I was going to say she doesn't have a name. So haunted doll Felicity, child spirit, positive energy, active, supernatural, right? Now, this doll I saw had a quick look on eBay last night. Just sort of seeing what's about, ready for this video today, and I was very drawn to this doll. And when I've come back on it this morning, I'm instantly drawn to this doll again. It's very, very strange. So she has more than one photo, so let's have a look. So there she is, sat. She's very cute. She's very, very cute. She's got a very cute face, but at the same time, she looks very tired. She does look very tired. She's got not bags under her eyes, but her eyes look very sleepy. She's got a lovely dress as well. Felicity, work the camera. You are beautiful. But yeah, this is Felicity. She's got a lovely head of hair on her as well. The back of her. Nice big bow on her dress. Oh, and that's it. So let's have a look. So she's £35, £5.99 postage. This is UK. I'm assuming postage. I don't know what it would be if... Do all countries have eBay? You must do. That was a really silly question, wasn't it? Anyway, moving on to the description. Let's have a look at the description. Oh, she has a description. Oh, she's followed through all the photos and now this. This is Felicity. I have communicated with her using various forms of divination and given her a reading. She was given to me as part of a small collection from a lady who collected dolls. She said that her young daughter kept on talking about them, saying that she could see shadows around them and that they would talk to her in her head. I feel that her daughter likely has a gift, but nonetheless, she wanted the dolls gone. So they are here with me, all spirited, and I have chosen to move a few of them on. My findings about Felicity are as follows. Felicity is the spirit of a 9-year-old child who passed away in the year 1862. Felicity immediately communicated her love for animals and was a bright and happy child, deeply fond of her pet rabbit, Thimble, who she communicates about often. Thimble was a small white rabbit and Felicity spent hours playing with him in the gardens, a memory that Felicity cherishes deeply. Sadly, Thimble bit Felicity quite badly and the bite became infected, which led to her passing. She does not blame him at all and he remains in spirit around Felicity. To keep Felicity's spirit content, it is important to welcome her spirit with a lit candle and give her regular offerings. She likes small trinkets or toys or old-fashioned sweets. Felicity appreciates being treated with kindness and often responds positively to soft and gentle communication. She dislikes loud noises and sudden movements which can startle her. Felicity's energy is positive and like a light breeze. Much like when she was alive, she has a calming presence, often felt rather than seen. Activities to expect from Felicity include the flickering of lights, drops in temperature and slight noises at night. She will light up EMF and trigger lights such as cat balls. She has been heard lightly whispering on Spirit Box, and you may see white feathers more often at times when she's most active. Her vessel is a small porcelain doll in a good condition. She is a vintage item and will not be as new. She is safe around children, pets and other spirits. And then it goes on to say, we firmly believe that a spirit will choose its keeper, and if you feel inexplicably or repeatedly drawn to a certain vessel, it is a sign that you have been chosen. Okay, and I'm drawn to this doll. We post footage of any spirit activity from our vessels on Instagram wherever possible and time permitting, although we cannot always capture activity from every single vessel which we list. We do have plenty to see. So, at supernatural_haunted dolls. Remember that, and we'll have to go. I'm going to go look at this Instagram. Please allow us a few days to prepare your spirit for its journey. A short handing over ritual will be carried out, the length of which will vary between spirits. Please also allow time for this. Your parcel will be sent by Royal Mail, blah 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 blah. If you are concerned, right, okay, and spirit information, please make sure you keep the information about the vessel which is in the description of the listing. We are not able to provide a copy after 90 days, and it is impossible to memorize each spirit's activity. We aim to be as paperless as possible, so it is up to you to arrange to keep a copy or screenshot. If this is not possible, then please let us know and we will email it to you. Please do not ask us to provide readings on vessels you have purchased elsewhere or are thinking of purchasing from another seller. It is impossible to provide an accurate reading. So, reserves will only be taken for customers who have adopted at least 3 vessels. And then general about purchasing. So, this... I don't think this is a scam. I genuinely think this person believes that this doll is haunted, because the amount of effort and time that has gone into talking about Felicity, and it's weird that it says about being drawn to the doll, and I am actually drawn to this doll. That is really, really weird. Really, really weird. I am really drawn to her. It's crazy. If I could afford to get her, I would get her right now. I would snatch this up, but just to see, do you know what I mean? If I could afford, like, that's £40 including postage, right? If I could afford to just get her and not miss the money right now, I would get her just to bring her here. I mean, I have children, right? They'll be older than Felicity. Did they say she was 10? Well, Jamie's 10. Oh, hang on, let me just check this out again. She's 9 years old. 9-year-old who passed away in year 1862. So she's 9. My Jamie's 10, my oldest is 15. But she's an older spirit child, as in, like, my youngest age. That's crazy. So she'd probably like that children are about. There's lots of toys here. She'd fit in really well here, actually. But no, I can't obviously afford to get her. But I would love to do this one day. Buy something that's meant to be haunted. Or maybe... I do go into charity shops. Maybe if I feel drawn to an object, bring it home and test. I would like to, because I do believe in haunted objects. I do believe in spirit attachments to objects or energy attachments. Maybe one day. Unfortunately, Felicity though, my darling, I'm so drawn to her. It's such a shame. Okay, so we've got something a bit different here. We've got a bear. So haunted doll bear, ethereal spirit, positive energy, paranormal. So this is £12, £5.99 postage, but it's bid. So at the minute there's a bid at £12. Let's have a look at the description. Okay, so is this the same person? Right, Supernatural Samantha. It looks like the same person because... Let me go back to Felicity. Yeah, Supernatural Samantha. So it'd be interesting to see what description is in here, whether it looks like it's copy and pasted sort of thing. Okay, this is Lumine, and she is a Fae-type spirit. I have carried out investigations on the vessel and have found there to be an ethereal attachment with a Fae-like energy. I would describe her as an earth elemental. This is interesting. Lumine, with her ethereal form, has manifested as small shimmering orbs and a light mist. I have also felt cold spells around her and a very, very light breeze. She will use heat and energy from electricity to manifest, and so much disturbances should be expected if you adopt her. She likes to be around anything natural, such as crystals and plants. Lumine will be happy to sit by a window where she can also gain energy from sunlight. Lumine also holds the power to communicate with animals, and anxious pets may seem more rested and at ease around her. Her energy is very light, yet you will still feel her presence all around you. I have found that she will readily communicate using energy rather than language, and rods and pendulum are good for this. Welcome her with a lit candle and any offering from natural, such as crystals, herbs, etc. Her vessel is a sweet cloth bear. And then it's just the same sort of thing again. We firmly believe that spirit will choose its keeper. I don't feel drawn to Lumine, but no offence, Lumine, no offence. But there are people out there that do have haunted dolls. Like they are known for having them or sort of collecting them to do things, you know, to experiment with. And I know that people do send, if they know of these people, they send them on because they don't want them, because they don't know what they're dealing with. So it's best to send it to someone that will experiment with them. Do you know what I mean? I'm just having a look through and seeing if I'm drawn to any again. Oh, Margaret, poltergeist. Wow, you look creepy. You look very, very creepy. Whoa. Well, this is... Who are you, Margaret? I don't understand why that picture's on there. Anyway, so you are £45 with free postage. Let's have a look at your description. Thank you for visiting us. We would like to make you aware that we put 10-day shipping, blah, blah, blah. We mark items as ship. Followers of it. You are in Australia. Please message us for postage. Okay, active spirit. Here we go. This doll was purchased from a thrift shop in Brighton in the 1990s. The lady who bought the doll began to have activity almost immediately. What she found strange when she bought the doll was that the owner of the shop had no returns policy. The option to return the doll was not an option at all, and she was stuck with what she believed was a soul trapped inside the doll called Margaret. Margaret was calling to her, telling her she needed to be let out of the doll, giving her very vivid dreams. The doll was moving, walking towards her, and she could see the eyes and mouth moving, asking her to let her out. She started to talk to the doll in the day. She doubted herself, but then the doll's arm came off and she felt the pain in her own arm. When she tried to get rid of Margaret, she would get terrible headaches and burning up in her arms until she would stop what she was doing. Margaret brings a lot of poltergeist activity with her. She moves her vessel often and will move items that are around her, throw clothes on the floor, turn lights off and on, run taps, ring your phone and more. We have seen a mist coming from Margaret's vessel. A female voice has been known to come from the vessel, maybe saying your name or something that will mean something to you. The doors have opened and swung open in the room that Margaret is being kept in, and hearing little feet walking around has been reported. Margaret has been known to knock on the front door and back doors of her home, and when the door is opened and no one is there, often a little laugh can be heard. Very old doll vessel, has wear and tear due to age and use. And then it goes on about haunted objects. Some spirits need more time than others to settle in. Please be patient. You cannot expect a spirit to open up to you on demand or straight away. But this one did open up. Margaret did open up straight away as soon as she was bought. So if she really wants to be let out of her vessel, then but they choose to attach themselves to something, right? Does that make sense? They choose to attach themselves. Like I was saying, no, maybe not then. Maybe not, thinking about it. I was just going to say, like I was saying, you know, little girl owns the doll. It was her favourite doll, so she's attached to it. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I can't express what I'm trying to say. It's up here, but it won't come out here. It's very interesting. I do find haunted objects very, very interesting. And if this one is true, it is a very active spirit. Definitely an active spirit with lots of poltergeist activity that has been said. I mean, visiting someone in their dreams as well, and the doll's arm falling off and the owner's arm feeling the pain. That is pretty crazy if it's true. That is pretty crazy. Again, I'd love to buy one. Probably not this one. Now, was it Felicity? Was it Felicity, the one that I was drawn to? Anything that's been captured by Felicity, if it's real, has been fine. And I would feel safe having Felicity in here. I don't think I would Margaret. If I lived alone, or just with Matt, because it's just Matt, it'd be fine. Then yeah, but I've got children, so I don't, do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, some of you might be watching this and rolling your eyes at these descriptions of these dolls, but there's nothing, how do you know it's not real? So would you risk it? Would you have this in your, I mean, I hate dolls anyway, like haunted or not, I think dolls are really creepy, but I was very drawn to Felicity. It's very, very strange, and I really would like her. It's weird. I'd like to have her and experiment. I'd run constant investigations on the doll, and I would. Right, we're going to have a look at some negative, right? We're going to look at some negative because I would like to read and just scare myself a little bit. Wow, there is a tiger there. We're going to get to that in a minute. So, right, we've got, let's click on this top one. So, Arabella. Arabella is a negative spirit. Okay, she is £65 plus £3.29 postage. Okay, so this, the person selling this is collecting paranormal with a picture of Annabelle. So this is obviously someone that collects haunted dolls and what I said before, people send them in and they sell them for some reason. Let's have a look at the description of you. In the picturesque village of Wisteria Hollow, surrounded by ancient oaks and blooming gardens, the imposing Victorian estate known as Ravenscroft House stood as a silent witness to a haunting tale. The manor's grandeur belied the sorrow that lingered within its ornate walls. I don't even know if I said that right. I'm trying to act like I'm really clever and no, I'm not. Arabella, a doll of ethereal beauty and intricate craftsmanship, was the creation of the revered matron of Ravenscroft House, Lady Seraphina. The mansion, with its towering spires and shadowed alcoves, held the memory of a heart-wrenching loss that forever changed the fate of the esteemed Ashbourne family. Lady Seraphina's cherished daughter, Rosalind, met an ultimately demise on a moonlit night shrouded in mystery. Overwhelmed by inconsolable grief, Lady Seraphina sought solace in ancient rites and whispered incantations in a desperate attempt to reunite with her beloved Rosalind. Lady Seraphina unwittingly bound her daughter's spirit to the enchanting doll, Arabella. As twilight descended upon Wisteria Hollow, Arabella came to life in the moonlit parlours of Ravenscroft House. Her porcelain eyes seemed to hold the flicker of a soul trapped between two worlds. The once lively halls echoed with the haunting melody of a music box played by unseen hands. Lady Seraphina's ghostly figure, clad in mourning attire, was said to roam the halls, forever linked to the spectral doll. Villagers spoke in hushed tones about the uncanny occurrences within Ravenscroft House. Brave souls who ventured near the estate claimed to feel a chill in the air as Arabella's delicate daughter echoed through the night. Roses, once Rosalind's favourite, bloomed in abundance in the garden, their petals untouched by the passage of time. The tragic tale of Arabella and Ravenscroft House became a cautionary legend, passed down through generations. Wisteria Hollow, despite its charming exterior, held the secret of a doll whose porcelain facade masked a story of love, loss, and the unbreakable bond between a grieving mother and her departed daughter. And that's it. I will say that's it. That's quite a description there. But it's a backstory on the doll. I want to know why it's a negative spirit. Now, this is a very well put story. Is it too well put? Is this a scam? I don't know. I can't say it is. I believe this one might be a scam, but I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say it is, so I shouldn't say anything at all. But it's a very well put together story. It's a very tragic story about Arabella, but it was Rosalind that died, right? So why is... I mean, the doll was obviously originally named Arabella, but why? It's Rosalind inside, so why is it called Arabella still? Let's have a look at some more pictures of you. I mean, you're very cute. Why are you negative, though? What is that? You carry a picture. Yeah, why are you so negative? That's what I want to know. Okay, let's have a look. So, Haunted Doll, Kiara, Paranormal, Negative Energy. So your £20, £3.45 postage, and Paranormal and Creepy with a picture of Annabelle. Let's have a look at the description. Quote from previous owners, history of items. So we have looked at a doll from these before. Kiara mythical creatures has always mesmerised Kiara since she first heard her father telling her tales of them as bedtime stories. Her mind went wild with the excitement of adventures, so Kiara loves spending a big portion of her free time in her room, indulging herself with various kinds of fantasy books. Kiara also loves her childhood stuffed vessel very much, as she considers it to be her companion. She would make up wonderful and exciting stories and recount it dramatically to the stuffed vessel, pretending as if it was a large audience. This stuffed vessel gives a strong positive energy and needs a home. It says negative. It definitely says negative. We'll double check that in a second, but it says here, strong positive energy. It is advisable that the stuffed vessel be kept in a clean and safe space to appease the spirit. Wednesday. Because of eBay, I have to say this is for entertainment purposes. So yeah, strong positive energy. Paranormal negative energy. Make your mind up. What on earth is this? Haunted vessel. Okay, this is by Paranormal and Creepy too. I'm just going to read one more with it. £90. Let's have a look. Negative vessel used in rituals from Germany within. I feel very evil. That's why the cork has been wedged in very tightly. That's all it says. I don't know. We're not going to look at it. We stopped recording there, and I don't know how much I haven't recorded. It only records 30 minutes at a time, guys. So if we've missed, I don't know. I don't know unless I look back on the footage, but I can't fast forward. I'd have to watch the whole half an hour. I don't have time for that. Anyway, we've moved on to Charles, who is a negative energy and is a clown, and I do not like clowns. So I'm going to show you the photos without looking, because honestly I am absolutely petrified of clowns. I'm not even joking. There you go. Right, let's go. So this is Paranormal Acquirer. £35 plus £4 postage. Let's go to the description. So, haunted porcelain doll vessel Charles, negative energy. Charles is an angry and disruptive spirit that does not like people. We have not been able to find very much out about Charles from his life. We believe he's an old spirit, but we do not know his exact age. He told us it was none of our business. We asked Charles how he died, and he told us that he died for my heart attack caused by stupid people making him angry with their stupidity. Cold temperature fluctuations have been felt around the vessel, and loud banging has been heard on the ceiling and walls on several occasions. Charles also does not like other spirits and has been known to push other vessels off the shelves, so we have kept him separately before the safety of other spirits around him. He doesn't get on well with animals, and my dog and cats have taken a great dislike to him, barking and hissing at him on several occasions. Swear words have also been witnessed on Spirit Box on several occasions. They were not very nice. I was sent Charles anonymously in 2020 from the Camden area of London. I do not know the doll's origins before this time. A home with paranormal experience is advised. All vessels come with a special history sheet with all the previous paranormal investigations finding related to your vessel. So, a little about me. My grandfather and grandmother dedicated their lives to the unexplained and the paranormal. My grandfather was a deeply knowledgeable and excellent paranormal investigator, parapsychologist, and collector of haunted and cursed items. My grandmother was known as the Witch Lady, and people would go to her for all their spiritual needs or for help with curses and spells. They taught me and my sister everything they knew. Alas, my sister no longer practices, as she does not want her children to grow up surrounded by spirits and the occult like we did. I inherited my grandparents' 4-bedroom Victoria townhouse in Surrey, just outside of central London, where the collection of haunted objects fills most of the rooms in the house. I am now currently living in Paisley, Scotland, and have moved some of the collection here with me. I do not have many visitors, as my family and friends are too afraid normally spend the night because of the goings on. I have done many investigations all over the world in hotels, pubs, private home, and even a zoo. I travel the world investigating cases and gathering evidence and items for my collection. I am knowledgeable demonologist and a practicing medium. I am now downsizing my collection of haunted objects and vessels, as I hope to have people stay again soon once I have found new homes for the vessels, or I am afraid I might end up alone as one myself. Okay, so they have a Twitter at paranormal doll. eBay instructs me to tell you this is a tangible item. You are buying a doll for entertainment only. Experiences are subject to me, my family's and guests' experiences. As eBay policy, you are buying doll. Your experiences, good or bad, may differ, and I will not be held accountable for this. Please note the dolls are very old and may contain minor scratches or marks due to their age and confinement, hence why the item is listed as used. Yours sincerely, Sebastian Keith. Condition is used. Well, there you go. I mean, this person sounds quite interesting. If this is all real, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, I am being very drawn to you, and I think it's because your face is just right there. So, haunted porcelain doll vessel, Sarah, negative energy. Let's have a look at Sarah. I don't know, I still feel very drawn to you, even when you, I don't know, you've got quite big eyes. I think I'm just drawn to the eyes. So you're £18 plus £4 postage. Oh, paranormal acquirer. Again, that was the last one, wasn't it? So let's have a look at the description of you. So this is Sarah, and she's negative energy. I discovered Sarah fairly recently in a charity shop in Glasgow in 2022 using a K2 meter. Sarah has not communicated much information about her life to me at this point, only her name and that she was 22 years old when she died. Cold temperature fluctuations have been witnessed around the vessel. She radiates a dark and lonely energy that has been felt by several people. I would also add that my dog took a dislike to the vessel straight away, growling and barking at it. This is never a good sign. I believe more investigation is needed. I would recommend a home with paranormal experience. All vessels come with a special history sheet. We know about this, and then a little about me. We've just read that. So literally all you've got to give us: she radiates a dark and lonely energy that has been felt by several people, and then the dog has growled. If this person collects these haunted objects to experiment on, I wouldn't give up. If Sarah isn't releasing much information about her life at this point, that's what it says, I would keep the doll for longer. I don't get why they're selling it when their hobby or job, whatever, is to experiment. I mean, they've had it since 2022. They've only had the doll 2 years, and if they've got a lot of haunted objects to get round, 2 years isn't a long time to spend on this specific object, if that makes sense. So why not keep it for longer? You need to keep Sarah longer if this is real or a scam. I don't know. Okay guys, I am going to stop there. I just find looking at haunted objects very interesting. It's something I actually do quite a bit, so I thought I'd probably do a video with you guys. I was drawn to Felicity and that last one as well. I don't know why. I think it was the eyes, because she had big eyes, big green eyes. I've got green eyes, but they're not massive like that. But I think that's why I was drawn to her. Whereas Felicity, I was just drawn to the doll itself. It was very, very weird, that was. I kind of want her. Is that bad? I know I've mentioned in the past, I mean, I've got what I believe is a haunted doll, my little porcelain doll. I think it's porcelain, I'm saying it's porcelain. I found it in Mum and Dad's back garden. There's plenty about that doll on the channel anyway. Well, not plenty, but there are a few videos about that. If you haven't seen them, go have a look. Go have a nosy through the videos. It's on there. They're on there somewhere. And the whole backstory with that doll as well, obviously. But it's something I would love to do. I mean, I need to do more on mine, but I don't know. I'm always drawn. Like, I pop on eBay to look for something, and then I always end up looking at haunted dolls. And it always puts me off because I'm like, but is it a scam? I don't want to spend £35 on a doll, 40 including packaging, postage and packaging, if it's an absolute scam. But then all you'd get is, maybe this doll doesn't want to speak to you. That would be their answer, and I know it would be. Do you know what I mean? But I just find haunted objects very interesting, and I do highly believe that objects can have energy imprinted on them, and buildings as well. I mean, half the time when I'm out investigating, me, Lisa and Ange, we've always spoke about the energy on left in the places that we're in. There's energy everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and we do think that negative energy has more of an imprint, because they say, I've spoken about this before, when you go out or on an investigation, right, if you're scared, they feed off fear, because when you're scared you give off a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. It is a lot of energy. But it's also the same if you're out and you're having a right laugh, because you give off a lot of energy when you're laughing too. But we do think negative energy, you can feel that, you know, like I've spoke about this with Amy from Shadowhunters UK TV. Nearly got your channel wrong, Doc, I'm so sorry. Me and Amy were talking, and it's like when someone has an argument, right, you don't know they've had an argument, but you walk into the room, you don't know they've argued, but you know, because you can feel that tension. You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. Do you know what I mean? And you can, because negative, just, you can feel it. You really can feel it. And I suppose, yeah, if you're somewhere and it was just really happy, like happy energy imprints, you'd probably feel that. But I do think you feel the negative energy more. I think if, again, I didn't have the kids here with me, Matt's fine, I would probably go for a negative energy doll, because I think you'd hear a lot more from, and not necessarily hear a lot more, because positive, you know, you could hear them running around and things like that still, the spirit or energy that's attached. But I've been drawn to the negative because I feel that I do find more. That's floorboard. I do feel that it's more negative. The more negative I feel it more. Does that make sense? I've been on investigations so much, and the ones where I really feel something is when I feel negative energy, if that's what I'm feeling. Because I don't know. We don't know. This is why we go out investigating all the time in there. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. It has been fun as always. And I've enjoyed looking through eBay with you instead of sat on my own. But I'm going to go. I will speak to you on the next video. But until then, sleep tight.